Hey YouTube, this is Tech Tutorial 1000 and I am making another tutorial video on how to use the invisibility effect. And this effect is actually quite complicated and time consuming, so make sure you have a few hours set aside to finish this effect for whatever movie you're doing. So on the YouTube video it shows me walking into my bed, laying down and being invisible, which is pretty awesome, and then fading away at the end. So that will be our final product. So I'm just going to drag down, I guess I'll use the footage from my ghost video, delete the audio track, and I would suggest watching my cloning and ghost videos before this because I'm not going to go over every single basic detail in every video. So I'm just going to, when he lays down, I'm just going to split it there because that's all I'm going to use. So we have about 7 seconds, which probably will take you about an hour to finish. I know, it's crazy. So the first thing you need to do is at the beginning here, you need to take a background shot of just whatever you're going to use. Make sure the camera is fixed for this. Otherwise, you're going to have to spend days doing 7 seconds if you don't keep the camera fixed. So I'm just going to save that image, and I'm going to drag it underneath here, make it the length of my video. So now we can add a mask to the top video. Now the goal of this mask will be to open up our masking thing here, select the click mask, go to the anchor tool, and we can drag this timeline, and pretty much we're going to want to just create a mask around your person. And there's your first mask, and you notice that the background fills it up, so the background stays the same. And then once it moves a little bit, to start editing these, you want to go right click, deselect all, and then go up to your normal edit tool instead of your anchor creation tool, and then you can drag these around one at a time. And this is the part that takes you hours to do because, as you can see, there's thousands of frames, and I've only done about 6 so far because I'm doing one every 3 frames about. And you can see here that there's not enough points here for me to drag, so I'm just going to go to my creation tool again, create one in the center, and then I can drag that one out so I can get some more precise. So basically you just want to spend as much time as you need to doing this. And I already have another project open of me finished this. This is the project, and I will just show you what kind of work we're talking about here. Is that all these different collision points that I worked on. And so this is how you're going to get the final effect that you want by creating all these different collision points. For some reason it's not showing them. There we go. So as you can see, that takes a lot of work. Now back to our other project. Let's just say that we finished all the collision masks for this and we're ready to add the invisibility effect. To do that, you go not in your background, but on the actual picture that has the mask. Compositing mode. It's normally on source alpha. You want to go custom. Now it will probably come up with something like this, or if you already have one selected, you can just edit that. But we're going to be doing the height map for this, so just double click on that, and it will come up with something like this. Now for the first frame, there's no mask, but here we have, that is what we have right there. It looks like nothing right now. It doesn't even look like, it just looks like a distortion. You can actually use this for shockwaves and stuff, but we're going for outlines here. So you probably don't have to understand this, but I'm just going to go through what you need to do to make it look better. So instead of transparent background, wrap pixels around. That changes it a little bit. You want to check these 2 boxes here. That improves it some more. So drag the smoothness all the way down to 1. That had a lot of improvement. And then you can just kind of play with these 2 here, judging by what you want. Like if you turn this all the way up, it's pretty much like static, which can be good for like teleporting and stuff. But normally a little bit less than 1 is normally the numbers that you want to get. Like right about there. But whatever you want. So we only have this for the first 2 frames now, but if we had more frames that had the mask on them, it would look just like the other video. So that's pretty much what you want to do for the invisibility effect. You can play with those numbers a little bit to make it look better, but other than that, that's pretty much it. So one more time, I'll show you the final product. Just look in this window over here. And that's what it will look like once you add all the collision masks. And I'm sorry I didn't add it all, but I'm not crazy and I'm not going to do that all again. Oh, oops, I completely forgot to show you guys how to do the fading out in the end. In case if you didn't know this already, if you go to this upper right blue corner here, fade offset, you can drag that, I would say about 2 seconds maybe. And it probably won't look very good on this because we don't see much, but this should fade on the very end. So you'll be able to see it fade here. See, and then it fades away like he's disappearing finally. So that will look a lot better when you have all the collision masks done. You can see it here, just fade away. So that's basically the ghost effect. When you're done, you go File, Render As, call it Invisibility, or whatever. Didn't I say ghost effect? I'm sorry. Anyway, so that's pretty much the end of this tutorial. The next one will be gun effects, probably.